Hi, I'm Gary with Gary's Wine and Marketplace here on Sauvignon Blanc Day. Love Sauvignon Blanc. We have a dozen Sauvignon Blancs that we're going to talk about. We're going to taste 4 of them. Brooke, why is Sauvignon Blanc so important?
Well, first of all, it's planted in the world, all around. It's actually the 8th most planted grape variety with over 275,000 acres planted under vine.
That's the difference between me and Brooke, right? I know it's one of the largest varietals. I know there's a lot of vines planted. I have no idea how many. Keep going.
Do you know that Sauvignon Blanc and Cabernet Franc made a baby?
And that baby is Cabernet Sauvignon.
Yeah.
I had no idea, but you did tell me about that yesterday.
Yes. Also, so it's grown throughout all these different areas. So you have France, you've got Italy, you've got Spain, you've got Australia, you've got the United States, Chile. And so with all of those different areas, you pick up all sorts of different aromatics depending upon where the wine is grown. So it can range from citrus in style to more ripe and mango, peach and pear.
And what I poured first, which I will taste while you continue to talk, is the Contiki from Chile.
There you go.
Visited Chile last year, realized that there were some great Sauvignon Blancs that we were missing out on, so we brought them in.
So this is a Sauvignon Blanc from Chile, like Gary said. So a little bit warmer of a climate, so your aromatics and your flavor profile are going to be more on the riper style. Lots of that tropical notes of mango, papaya.
It's fun. I'm getting the tropical notes. I'm getting a lot more acidity than I got, and a little tanginess. And it's very inexpensive, but it drinks beautifully, and it's light, easier to drink style.
At $8.99, it's definitely something for the beach.
I'm pouring the next one. You keep talking. So what else can you tell us about Sauvignon Blanc?
So Sauvignon Blanc, it's the great debate, right? To oak or to not oak. So if you jump...
Whether it is nobler to oak. Oh, never mind.
So if you're not oaking, you're going to get a much crisper and more refreshing style. If you're oaking, then you're going to add a little bit more richness and texture. So if it is stainless steel or unoaked, it's going to be fresher, brighter, and require more shellfish, seafood, versus that of something richer, needing more buttery in style.
This is clearly not oaked.
Oh my gosh.
So New Zealand is known for its aromatics. So what's the first thing you smell?
Green bell pepper.
Unbelievable. And that's the style. So when you're thinking New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc, you're thinking that green bell pepper. I'm getting citrus in the notes.
Well, that's actually known as pyrazines in the wine.
I had no idea.
Green bell pepper.
Really?
Yeah. All that herbaceousness. So, Gary, what does this make you want to eat?
Lunch.
Tacos.
I'm speechless. What? Okay. Work with me on this. Taco. How do you get to tacos?
Because of the herbaceousness, so you can get that savory pepperiness, get a little squeeze of lime with the acidity.
I hate when she's right.
And it's Cinco de Mayo.
No, it's Cinco de Fourth.
May the 4th be with you.
Right. So the fact is, unbelievable. When you said that, I didn't catch it at first. But the flavors, and again, a lot of acidity. It is clearly, if you want quintessential New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc Marlborough vines, it is.
Cool. What are you going to pour for me next? I like when
You're going to pour this next and explain it to us.
Perfect.
While I open the one cork finish. Notice the first 3 were all screw tops. Why are they screw tops?
Make it easier on all of us.
Wow.
Refreshing.
I thought there'd be something more sophisticated than easy. Coming from a Som who had open bottles with a corkscrew, now she just wants to...
I think it's just easy. It's
okay. So what are we drinking here?
So we're tasting Moulin. So this is Sauvignon Blanc from the Loire Valley. So this doesn't come necessarily from the area of Sancerre. Sancerre is the easternmost area of the Loire Valley. And so this is coming...
No, I thought you were going to hit me in the head.
So this is coming near Anjou.
Bless you.
It's a little bit more off the beaten path, Sauvignon Blanc, but here's the thing that happened. Loire Valley, especially Sancerre, most producers actually lost up to 90% of their production in 2016, and then again got hit in 2017 with frost. And
so no, I'm listening, but I want to be clear that everybody knows. So Sancerre, 100% Sauvignon Blanc.
Yes, this is 100% Sauvignon Blanc. This Touraine is also Sauvignon Blanc from the Loire Valley, and then we do have the Sancerre. But as we are seeing that prices are going up, quantities are less, so we need to kind of think outside of the box.
And she picked the import, she picked French, so there are 3 French Sauvignon Blancs. I picked California, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 California. So I just want to
Well,
let
it
you
is
know that.
his birthday this week, so I did let him win once.
Wow. So you got the flavors of this wine, first off, are dramatically different, clearly, than New Zealand. It's got more richness, not nearly as herbaceous. It's a little rounder, a little fuller bodied, a little more
But I still think it's got quite a bit of citrus to it. It's personally, it's a bottle that I'm going to be drinking all summer long.
The same bottle, or are you going to get new ones?
No, I'll get new ones.
Okay, so the difference though really is that bell pepper, that green pepper is not, doesn't show up in this bottle at all. I think, but it's very good.
Yeah, and it's $11.99.
It's very, very different. So last wine we're tasting, but not least, you had to let me pour some Napa Valley, Round Pond Napa Valley Sauvignon Blanc.
So Round Pond comes from the Rutherford district of Napa Valley.
Not Rutherford, New Jersey. So I had to be clear about that. Nothing wrong with Rutherford, New Jersey. Okay.
So this is going to definitely be more on that richer style, a lot more of those tropical notes, but I do think there's a great herbaceousness that is also complemented by all the grapefruit.
And one of the cool things that they shared with me, as you may or may not know, I have a great relationship with this winery, unlike the French winery, but we'll talk about that later, is they do 3 picks. So some of the complexity you get from this Round Pond Sauvignon Blanc comes from when they pick. So about 10% of the fruit in here is picked about a week before optimal ripeness. 80%, 70%, I don't know the math, that's a whole nother discussion. 70% is picked exactly when they think it should be picked. And then another 10% or 15%, whatever the math works out to be, is about a week after optimal ripeness. And by doing those 3 different picks, creates a richness and a finesse that you get without adding the new work to it.
Do you know, besides Sauvignon Blanc, what it likes to be blended with?
Muscat Canelli. Is that a great? Yeah. Is that right?
Who makes it?
Who makes Muscat Canelli? The Canelli brothers?
It's Muscadel. Muscadel is a grape variety along with Semillon that they blend in some of the greatest sweet wines in the world in Bordeaux.
Semillons are fantastic. I don't know if any of these have Semillon blend in it, but that's something also one day we should talk about. The Semillon is a blend on its own with the Semillon blend. Anything else about Sauvignon Blanc Day?
What is it also known as?
Fumé Blanc, is that the question you're asking?
Yeah.
And we talked about this. Who created the name Fumé Blanc?
David.
Why? Geek salesperson. Because in the 60s and early 70s, Americans were not buying Sauvignon Blanc.
But they were buying what?
Pouilly Fumé from the Loire Valley. So Robert Mondavi, the great marketer he was, great winemaker, great marketer, said, if we can't sell Sauvignon Blanc and we've grown it, we're going to call it Fumé Blanc because of the French. I'm Gary, Gary's Wine and Marketplace, here with Brooke saying,
cheers.
Cheers.
Salute.
Salute. Happy Sauvignon Blanc Day.